Good morning, little lighthouse friends. It's Miss Lynn. And guess what? It's time for OT group. Are y'all ready? We do our stretches first. Do you remember making the O and the T with our arms? I want y'all to do it with me. So let's go. O-T. O-T. One more time. O-T. Great job. We're getting our arms ready. Now we're going to get our hands ready. And we have a song about 10 fingers and opening and close them that we're going to do. So I want to see y'all's 10 fingers up. So both hands up. And we're going to make, close and open them in our song. Are y'all ready? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Great job, guys. Now our hands are ready too. And we've talked about our number, which is number 10. Just like our hands, 10 fingers. Okay, now I want y'all to look out here. Look at all of that water. We're talking about Moses today. And that is the ocean, just like when he took the people up to cross through the ocean and they couldn't get through. And it is just in our story, and we're going to read that real fast. They came to the Red Sea, but they could not cross. The people were trapped. They thought all was lost. But God told Moses to raise his staff in his hand. The sea rolled back and they crossed on dry land. So they trusted God and God helped them to cross through the ocean just like that, which would be really scary, but they trusted God. So today we're going to make the ocean cross and help our little people get through. And we have 3 different ways to do that. So first, Miss Lynn got some shaving cream and I squirted it in my bag. We could have used gel, which is blue too. But and then I put a couple of drops of blue. I can't even think of what that's called right now. But blue in there, so food coloring, so that we could mix it up in the shaving cream. And before I shut the bag off, I put 10 little red beads. I cut each just like this and put them in my cup. So I cut one and it didn't go in the cup. So I cut one and it went in the cup, and we did 10 of those, and I poured them in my bag before I shut it. So you can kind of see it to be kind of like fish or whatever we want it to be that might be in our ocean. And then the mess doesn't come out, so we can play with it without having a mess. So just a little sensory bag. But this is going to be our ocean just like out there. And so let's say that they got to the ocean and he put down his staff. See, she has a rake. That's kind of like the staff. And God parted the ocean. So I want you to take your finger and part the ocean where that they could walk through. And they walked through the parted ocean. So that's one way that we can do it. And now I've got 2 pieces of paper. This one's the opposite way. And we're going to do cutting. We did cutting some last week. Or tearing. First we'll tear. I folded it really a lot on both sides so that it will tear easily through the construction paper. And I'm going to start it just a little bit. Just a little to pull. So when he put down his staff and trusted God, let's see if it'll work. God parted, so we can pull, pull, pull. He parted the ocean, and then they crossed. So then our friends could cross on the dry land. And that was with tearing. Now let's do it with cutting. So remember, I folded the paper in half. And I'm going to use snip scissors today rather than regular scissors. And put it on the line and squeeze, pinch, 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 pinch. And this allows me just to pinch and relax so that it comes back itself. See it? Pinch and relax, pinch and relax. Good job. So it parted the ocean. And then they could walk through. See? Good job. Now we're going to paint and do it one more time. So Miss Lynn put some bubble wrap around a roller, and I'm going to roll it a little bit. See if I can get some paint all the way around. And I'll put it on this side, and let's see if we can make some water. Whoa. Look there. And put it on the other side. And roll, roll, roll. And that's good on pushing with our fingers. And that is just like the sea on both sides and the land on the middle. So they trusted God. He parted the sea. And they were safe. So when we trust God, He keeps us safe, right? And when we listen to what He has to say to us and we obey, that's what happens. Well, good job learning about Moses. Now we're going back to what we did last week with April showers, which was the rain, bring May flowers. And when we have rain, sometimes we see things like a rainbow. And Miss Lynn put a rainbow in here with different pieces of construction paper just folded together. And I folded it over and stuck it in to make a rainbow. And this is another gel sensory bag. And it's made of the gel like I talked about earlier. And I have an orange pom-pom in there. And what I also have is a red pom-pom that I could put in the center. I would just open the top of the bag and put it in the center, just like so. Have something yellow. I didn't have a yellow pom-pom, so I just got some yellow string. I'll put it in there. I'm going to put some green in my bag, a little green one. So pinching and pulling it out. A blue. And a purple pom-pom. And I use my container like last week too to make me use my pinch grip. Okay, let's see if this will work. So I'm just laying my bag because it has clear gel and I can see through it on top of my picture of the rainbow. So I can use my fingers and push, 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 push the red one all the way down, and the gel makes it really difficult to push it. And it helps us to use our fingers. So I could do the red one down the red side. Use my right hand. You could use and just work it down. Use the orange one and push, 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 push. And then let's see if the yellow will come down. Push, 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 push. And it's really good work for our fingers. This is a little one, so he's going to take a little bit more. Maybe pushing and pulling. The smaller, the more difficult, for sure. And then there's the blue one. Not as much gel there. I think all the gel is sunk to the bottom since I'm on my slant board. And then there is the purple. Working my fingers all the way down. And it matches the colors behind it. So we made it just a rainbow sensory, even though it's clear. So great job working all those pom-poms down and pinching and pulling. And y'all have seen this before too with our rainbow, how we go up, down, up, down, up, down. Y'all have worked on that before. So we may see rainbows after a rainstorm. And to look outside in the clouds when the light comes out, you might find a rainbow. Okay, now we're going to do a rain cloud. So Miss Lynn's put some water in a jug. And then I put a lot of shaving cream at the top. And I've got different colored paint mixed with just a little bit of water. And some pinching squeezers. I can't even think of what they're called, the squeezers today. It says I'm going to squeeze some and pinch, 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 pinch. And look, when the cloud is full, the color comes out. So that's just like a cloud works. As the water drops build up in the cloud, and they get heavy and heavy and heavy. See if we can see some blue come through as I put more blue paint in. Oh, there's some blue. So when it got heavy enough, it comes out and drips down just like rain does. Let's put some purple. And this time I'm using something that you would use to give you medicine with. So there's different ways that you can squeeze this into. See if we can see some purple when a cloud fills up. You could even use a squeeze bottle like we've used before for our other things. It would just come out faster. See all of the color dripping down out of the cloud when it gets heavy. That's how rain does. And it sure made it pretty at the top too. So what I'm going to do now, let's see if we can get some out. Think about that one. Let's see, I was going to try to make a flower. Might have to scoop it with my hands. Let me get my towel first. We'll see if we can do it this way. I'm not sure if it'll work. This is the coffee filter. We're going to push it down on the top. And that made a pretty flower. See how it goes through on that side? I'm going to scoop some out and put it in my bucket. And look, all of the different colors are coming through into the shaving cream. And y'all love to play with shaving cream. And I know that for sure. I might put another dot of color just because it mixed up pretty good. So put some more color in it. And I'm going to see if it will work to make. Let's see. Pressing down, and then pulling it up. Didn't do a whole lot of color on that side, but it did on this side. Look how pretty. I can hold it. It's really wet, guys. See, it makes a pretty flower, and we're going to set it and let it dry. I'm going to put it back on the side. We're going to set it and let it dry, and then we can take a pipe cleaner and pull it at the center and make a pretty flower once it's dry. So April showers bring May flowers. Good job, guys. And we are all finished with OT group. So what Miss Lynn's going to do is I'm going to play with the shaving cream a little bit. I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to make my number 10 up, down, and a circle, then start over again. I will see y'all later. Y'all have fun at home and do some of this and have some fun with OT. Love you and miss you. Bye, guys.